Well, in a bizarre twist of events, I was getting rid of some equipment over at the local landfill, and check this out. This thing was within inches of being thrown into a scrap pile with a bunch of old monitors. In fact, the guy was pulling it out of his car as I was pulling up. I'm like, hold on, I think I'll take that. This is a complete setup from 1992, I think. Sony receiver, cassette deck with auto reverse on both sides, and a 5-disc CD carousel. And everything works. Everything except for the cassette deck. Actually, I think there's something slightly awry with that because it's not exactly functioning. When I turn it on, it makes a lot of noise, and when I go to try to press play with the tape in there, it jumps all over the place, and the tape won't come out, so I've got to pull the cover off and see what's going on. But I think it's something that's entirely fixable. Let's see, let's play a disc that I just put in there. I'm using my old Pioneer bookshelf stereo speakers. They sound pretty good for what I'm listening to, I guess. This thing doesn't have the oomph that my old Onkyo has, but it looks pretty cool. Where's the play? Doesn't, I mean, these are the wrong speakers. I mean, they're just not that responsive. I mean, I have the bass pretty much cranked. I think there's, it doesn't seem to have any of the digital sound editors and all that stuff that most modern sets have. Oh, this must be bass boost or whatever. It turns off the... This actually has an early form of surround sound built in. Not bad. Trying to read that track. I'm gonna go pull that tape cassette deck apart and see what I can find. I don't have the remote for the receiver. I don't even know if it ever had one, but I know that the CD player has one, and I have the remote for that. And I don't have one for this, but then again, I don't see a tuning eye. But you know how I can find out if there is even provisions for a remote? Is by turning my camera on to night vision, and I can see through these windows. And I'll see if there's a... First, let's see where the infrared eye is here. There it is. Oh wait, you know what? I don't think the... Yep, there it is. So the cassette deck has one, and yeah, there it is. So I've got to figure out how to get a remote for this, make it a complete set, but I'm not worried about that for now. Okay, I've made my official diagnosis on this Sony dual cassette TCWR545. Auto reverse on both side cassette deck. Anyway, what it needs is a complete belt kit from both sides. This is the belt that I found wrapped around this pulley here. What happens is as these belts start to age, they turn into like a... I'll show you what happens to them. Normally they won't stretch very much. And they have a very like a dry type feel to them, but look at what happens. I can stretch this thing like a rubber band, and look, it just broke. So what happens is the rubber breaks down over time, and this is a very common failure on old cassette decks and VCRs. And if I rub these together, it'll actually stick to itself, and the belt's junk. Same problem with the other side, but the belt hasn't actually broken yet. It did fall off the pulley as I was trying to cycle it manually to get the tape out. The good news is I can buy a complete belt kit for this for $21 online, on eBay actually. And the kit comes with every belt for both sides. And I can make it like new again. And judging from the condition of these heads, I mean, they're in very good condition. I mean, this cassette deck wasn't used very much. Unfortunately, belts will still fail. If you never use a cassette deck, ever, if you never take it out of the box, within 20 years, the belts will be pretty much mush. That's just what happens to rubber as it ages. So I'm going to fix this thing. I'm going to order the belt kit maybe tonight. This is a very high quality setup here. Very complex anyway. It may not be high quality, but it's very complex. Much better than that BSR deck I have upstairs. And I've got the whole unit playing right now. You can hear it in the background. Let me go up there and show it to you.